Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How
How
are
are
you?
you?
How's it going?
Good, alhamdulillah, all good.
Perfect.
Everything going good.
Okay,
Yes.
so are you watching the IPL or do you follow
No, no, I don't. My brother-in-law does very, you know,
keenly?
what do you say? Yeah, very keenly him and my nephew, like his son. Both of
Okay.
them every single day, after once the match starts,
Yeah.
uh, they watch the entire match, and my brother-in-law, he even watches the commentary, later commentary and interviews.
Okay. Yeah, because I myself I'm into cricket a lot and I follow
Yeah, I
most of
remember,
it.
yes.
Even now,
Since long.
I can show you that the match is going on here.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I have this right here and I'm keeping tab of it, what's going on in the match. So, yeah. So
Yes.
which sport do you follow? Do you follow any sport specifically or
Um, uh, I'm not, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I really don't follow any particular sport keenly. Like, I basically go along with my, what do you say, with whom I'm with. Like one of
okay.
my cousins, Atif, who is currently in Australia. He's into cricket, but also he's into football. So with him, when he's there, I follow football, cricket with him, and
Okay.
basically I comment a little bit. But when he's not there, when no one is there, I don't follow from my own. So,
Okay.
like for example, I remember even back in Saudi when we used to get together, you used to play that game on your
Brian Lara.
laptop, cricket.
Brian Lara
West
cricket.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So back then again with you when I was with you, I used to follow, okay, fine, ऐसा है, कौन जीत रहा क्या है.
Right.
But once I'm alone, I don't. And also in school, you remember that I used to play basketball a little bit.
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask. I was like, you're very tall and you used to follow basketball. So I was like, you're not telling basketball what's going on here.
Remember back then in our early school days, our Saudi Aramco internet was 40 kbps.
Right.
YouTube wasn't there, and channels were very rare. Like we had
Right.
Bahrain TV, the only one channel, unless and until we took something special.
Yeah, Christian.
So I remember 5 o'clock the channel used to start in the evening. It
Okay.
used to start with a verse from the Quran, and then right after that, not every day or maybe every day, there used to be an art show. So some
Okay.
person, a famous artist, used to draw some drawings and showcase how to do and all that. Like it was a sequence of shows. So starts with that, and every weekend there used to be a Hindi Bollywood movie playing. So we used to watch
Okay.
that. So that was the TV back then. Obviously now
Right.
it's
Right.
totally different.
Now you have access to everything through YouTube itself. Everything is.
Yes,
I think most of the stuff. I think 90% of the things are freely available. I think 10% of the stuff you have Netflix, Prime, and different
yeah,
platforms for it. But anything you need, I think YouTube provides most of the stuff. So
yes,
entertainment is readily available nowadays.
yes, true.
So let's move on and let's go to your journey.
I started working freelancing a couple of months before college. I started on Fiverr.com, if you know that website.
Yes, yes. I got to know
So,
that from you itself because I didn't know about, freelancing because back in Hyderabad we didn't get much there was not much social media at 2011 12. So didn't know about that,
yeah,
but I heard about it from you and then I explored it myself. So yeah, it's good for mainly for like architects or it is good for everybody. You can start off pretty well. Uh,
yeah,
but yeah, I think right now there are a lot of people who are doing it because earlier it was like a very few people knew about it and there were very few uh, mm, people providing their services on there, and so
yeah.
you could earn a good amount of earnings. But right now I think it's very saturated. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, so I started a couple of months before college. I started with graphic design.
Mhm.
And then once I started college, I got into architecture projects as well. Simple projects. And yeah, back then, The name Fiverr came from $5. So most services were $5. Now, even though it's a small amount, at that stage, it was something, it was good. So,
Right,
okay, we are earning something. So, and it was like the idea was to do in bulk rather than do one big project at a time, taking a longer time.
right.
So that was a good experience, work at home, freelancing. Definitely a few restrictions, like for example, there are timelines in that as well, and your payments get released once you complete the project. So first experience in those terms,
Right.
even though not under anyone, but still it was a good experience. Then after college, I started my company, A21 Studios, in January of 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and I started taking up projects on that name. Also, I joined Livspace. If you have heard, it's a modular kitchen and wardrobe company.
Yes, I do remember, and you had mentioned, and during, I think there was some construction going on at my home as well, and you provided some quotes as well. I remember you had provided some
Yeah.
contacts, and in your home as well, you had done some live space interiors as well. You had mentioned to me when I visited you.
Yes, my first floor modular kitchen and wardrobes I got done while I was working. So I worked with them for 2 years. And like you mentioned, your own corporate job experience while working on in Amazon, like in the beginning when you used to go to office. Same with Livspace, it was work from home, and only weekly once I had to go to the office to, meet with my manager and give updates and meet with clients and everything. So Livspace is a complete. It is actually founded by two people who are in IT. It was a modern IT feeling in that, like
Right.
really well, set up tables and everyone with their own laptops with their own material. And then it was in a building, so ground floor where you have the canteen, kitchen, pantry, and everything. So
Right.
that was my first office type experience in Livspace. Of course, I did do my internship in two companies. That, of course, was those are small companies, so only
Right.
a few people, and got to learn a lot because if you're in a big company, mostly what happens is they give you the same task throughout your
Yeah.
tenure. So they
Yes.
keep you for one thing. But when you're in a small company, small to medium, they give you everything. So alhamdulillah, I got to work on a lot of different aspects, site visits and interiors and all of that.
I really liked what you mentioned about, smaller companies, because I think smaller companies are the place where you learn a lot. You get to do a lot of stuff because there are not in smaller companies, they don't have specialized departments. Every
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
whenever required, you have to do some kind of other job apart from what you are there for. So which
yeah.
makes you grow in those fields as well, and you get a lot of experience about apart from your own specific field.
After internships, immediately once I got my license, in 2018 January, I registered the domain of my company, a21studios.com, and I started taking projects on that name. It was in 2020 when I officially registered the company as a proprietorship.
Okay.
I have a couple of relatives who are into construction, so their projects, small scale projects, some international projects as well, a few.
And you did a
So
couple of
that,
projects of mine as well. Don't forget that.
oh yes, 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 your projects.
So yeah,
Yeah, a couple of projects.
Fiverr is something I always wanted to do, but never got the chance to, actually put in a service that I
Okay.
could provide online. But yeah, architects and graphic designing is something which is very, uh, I think it's still lucrative and it is still a very big market. But
Payments get delayed a lot in
right,
such,
especially in India,
yeah, especially in India. So you need to have some second source of income so that your daily life can go ahead if in case, anything stops in
right?
your work.
Exactly. Like, I totally understand. Even as I mentioned on my aquatic business, which I had started in Hyderabad, payments is
Mm.
a thing is something that needs to be sorted out some way or the other in India. We need to
Yes.
work on that, mm, as a country itself, because most of the places it is like jaldi kya hai dete abhi, you know.
True, true,
So
true.
that's, and sometimes it is you can't even say to those people that I am in need and stuff like that, because
You can't say.
it is just a norm it has become over there. So I think we will need to move to, it happens here as well, it happens in the western countries as well, it is,
Yeah, yeah,
but
it
the
is.
only thing is uh, it has become a norm over there.
Also, I just wanted to mention one thing, I mean, just for knowledge purposes, that usually what happens in architecture firms, like you mentioned, during your internship, most definitely small company, the best way. But after some people, some of my colleagues, what they did, once they liked the company they did their internship in, so that same the boss also liked them. Okay, their performance is good, and then this continued working. They got promoted to a junior architect, senior architect, to a good level. So that is one way that I think in any company you can do. Like for example, if you join as an intern somewhere, and then you get to get comfortable in it, and then the company also wants you there, so you can continue progressing that way. A couple of our friends, if you remember, many of our friends, we mentioned this in the beginning, a lot of them, they went back to the kingdom at jobs. So when I went there 2 years ago, mashallah, they have been, some of them, many of them have been in the same company, and then they are growing slowly and slowly.
Right. Yes.
That's how it works generally. In architecture as well, similarly. In India, unfortunately, that system of partnership isn't there. So usually in abroad, what happens, like these many large companies like Foster and Partners, once you grow to a level, they will make you a official partner in the company,
Right.
a partner architect. So
Yes.
that system isn't there in India right now. But it is
Okay.
being worked on. The Council of Architecture is working on it, the project.
How is the pay gets divided? If you're doing
Pay is,
the project,
yeah,
if you are a
there
partner,
is a base.
so how does that happen?
There is a basic pay, but also there is a share. You get a share in the company as well.
Okay, right. Because I've heard
That's
I've
how it
heard
works.
about partner and stuff. I heard it. I'll tell you. I heard it on Suits.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I remember those. Because I watched the entire seasons of Suits. So it was very
Same here.
interesting,
Same here.
and they work a lot, and they compete a lot to become partner in the firm and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's where I heard about it, but I never knew what's actually what happens in reality. So yeah. Okay, so this was a good introduction about your work related
Yeah.
life.
Before you go, we're giving away a free AWS Associate Certification voucher worth $150. Just like this video, subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram. One lucky winner will be announced on May 20th.